Okay, so for today's deep dive, we're tackling a big one, semiotics. It sounds intimidating, but it's really the science of how we make meaning out of, well, everything.
Exactly. And our mission here is really just to give you a solid, motivating starting point. Think of it like this. You're constantly reading the world around you. Semiotics just gives you the grammar for it.
Right. It's the idea that everything is a sign waiting to be interpreted. A wrinkled eyebrow, a footprint in the snow.
Or even a stock market report. They're all signs. We're basically swimming in a sea of them, trying to navigate.
So let's start with the absolute foundation. What fundamentally is a sign?
In the simplest terms, a sign is just something that stands for something else. That's the core of it.
And the classic model for this comes from Ferdinand de Saussure, right? He saw the sign as having two sides.
You have the utterance, so, the actual word or the sound, like COW, and then you have the content, which is the mental concept of that four-legged, mooing animal.
And the really groundbreaking idea he had, especially for language, was that the link between those two is arbitrary.
Completely arbitrary. It's just a convention. There's nothing cow-like about the sound cow. We could have all agreed to call it an Iraq, and it would mean the same thing as long as we all, agreed.
That's a powerful idea. It means meaning is negotiated. I always think of the thumbs up gesture.
Oh, that's a perfect example.
Here, it means great or okay, but you use that same sign in other parts of the world, and it's deeply insulting. Same sign, totally different meaning, because the cultural agreement changes.
And that's where the analysis gets really dynamic. The philosopher Charles Sanders Peirce came along and said, hold on, it's not a two-sided coin, it's more like a triangle.
Okay, so he added a third piece to the puzzle.
He did. You have the sign, you have the object it refers to, and then you have what he called the interpretant.
The interpretant. Now, this is the tricky part. It's not the person doing the interpreting, is it?
No, exactly. It's the new idea or the new sign that's created in your mind. And this is what leads to what he called unlimited semiosis.
An endless chain of signs creating new signs, like a meme.
A meme is the perfect modern example. The original image is a sign. Someone adds a caption, which is a new thought and interpretant, which then becomes a new sign for the next person to riff on. It just keeps going.
So how do we actually use this to analyze the world? Peirce gave us some categories, a toolkit.
He did. And most signs are a mix, but usually one type is dominant. So first you have iconic signs.
That's the easy one. It just looks like the thing it represents.
Right. A map resembles the territory.
Yeah.
The little magnifying glass icon on your screen looks like a tool for searching. It's based on resemblance.
Then you have indexical signs.
Yes, and these work through a direct physical connection. A footprint points to the person who was there.
Yeah.
Smoke is an index of fire.
Or in a film, you see the Eiffel Tower for 2 seconds.
And you know instantly, okay, we're in Paris. The tower is an index for the city.
And the last one, the big one for us, is symbolic signs.
The most dominant, for sure. Here, the connection is purely learned. It's a convention. There's no resemblance, no physical link. You just have to learn the rule.
So basically,
Yeah.
all of language.
All of language, traffic lights, national flags. The color red doesn't naturally mean stop. We just all learned that it does.
Let's stick with the traffic light, because this is where the interpretant becomes so important, right? The symbol, a yellow light, is supposed to mean prepare to stop.
Supposed to. But for many drivers, the interpretant, the idea it creates in their mind, is speed up before it turns red.
Right. The sign is the same, but its actual meaning lives in how it's used and interpreted in that moment.
Precisely. And that's the whole point. Semiotics gives you the framework to see how meaning is constantly being constructed and fought over in everything from advertising to politics.
So the big takeaway for you listening is that you now have this toolkit to see how meaning gets built. You can spot whether something is working because it looks like something else, points to it, or just because we've all agreed it should.